each and every day. Boxes always pay, 'cause I'll take you to where the sun shines, loading you along with my crew. We'll head into space and ship any place that's cargo. Packed up nice and tight, commerce feels so right, transporting you to where the stars shine, moving you the way that I do. We'll always see it through. Our credit will accrue. My cargo and I will find you.
Fuck just that.
Well, that's it now. Hello, we're back on the back table. The Beast Radio. This is episode 436.
4 million.
4,436
We're
of
actually
the
live.
round table. Yeah.
We are
Well,
actually live. Yeah.
and what are you
I wasn't
doing?
paying attention. I'm playing a game. I'm not paying
I
attention.
can see that.
You're playing a game?
I'm playing a test demo.
God, imagine playing Star Citizen. God.
Is this on?
This thing working. Actually, you caught us off guard.
Why? It's
Oh,
already
God, I was not.
already
Whoa, what the fuck?
already time.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the clock at all.
He's playing the game. Look at that. Choppy frame
playing.
rates.
Yeah, this is
Playing
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord is really bad. Hi, follow, by the way.
I love how
Yeah,
Discord
Discord's-
implements so many new features, but neglects all the existing features that don't really work
Basics,
properly.
Yeah, yeah it seems to have difficulty with high resolutions at certain frames, like 4K, for example.
No, I think it's the refresh rate as well that doesn't convert properly, whatever.
Mm,
I think it's better
Let's
if
see.
you just use the camera mode and capture it with OBS. But yeah, all right.
So,
This is 324.1. Yeah, I can tell from the
Yeah.
disclaimer on the bottom.
I didn't know you were gonna actually be showing my screen, but so
What else is there to show?
324.1 is making a bigger hit than 324 proper.
Well, we've seen it
Mainly
before.
because-
it's not the first time something like that happens. Like a live patch, it's just out, but they already move onto the X patch on the PTU, and everybody already jumps ship, and the live branch is just neglected completely.
People are, but the thing is, the reason why 324.1 is so popular right now is because of the new toy that they've provided us with.
It's a toy.
what toy? Toys!
The cargo loader exoskeleton, the Atlas.
No, you mean the Titan suit?
Powered suit.
No,
No, it's Titan
the
suit.
Atlas.
Powered suit.
No,
Titan.
everybody says it's Titan suit, so everybody's right. You're
No.
wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everybody's wrong.
Okay.
Everybody's wrong.
No, Titan suit.
So the
What's
Atlas,
wrong? So where's the guns, huh?
no guns.
When
That's
can I
good,
stamp?
because it's an Atlas.
When can I stamp over people or shoot them with a ridiculously large gun?
When they actually release the Titan suit.
But everybody says it's a Titan suit. Titan.
It's not
Titan.
the Titan.
All
No,
the videos say Titan. Titan.
That's
Titan
because-
this, Titan that.
Is it
because
tight?
people don't know what they're talking about. Roland, can you show them what the Titan suit really looks like?
Yeah, there. Titan suit. Titan. It's orange.
No.
See, its laser beam is cutting the box in half.
Careful.
Oh. Yeah, I really wish.
People would stop calling it the Titan suit.
Yeah,
no, that's-
and I understand why some of them are doing it. Obviously, for
It's the hype.
Yeah,
Somebody
but-
left a ATLS suit in in Lorville.
Is it okay? So
Yeah,
you can
do you
just
have-
get, so can anyone just get into it? I'm curious about that. Does it
Yes.
still have the same? Okay,
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from just popping into it and using it.
that's
There's no
weird.
like ownership thing.
Yeah. Okay. Is that intentional or is that just a bug?
I would think it's intentional. I mean, there's really no reason for ownership, any kind of ownership or anything like that.
I don't know. You don't want people to steal it like any other vehicle that you have. Though I know you won't get wave pass.
You're not gonna get very far with it.
Slow-mo car chasing. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
thing is slower than you can sprint. He's faster off walking.
Okay, so we know that. Let me get out of here. Okay, so we know that you cannot use it in space. It does not play nice. It's a dead weight.
Oh, so you can't
We
fit
know
through
that
these.
if you fall from it and you go down to the ground, just like most vehicles, nothing happens. I mean, you land on your feet like a cat, and you just start walking, right? So I've
That
seen
needs to be
people
addressed,
drop
though,
from
before
5K,
before it gets
2K.
abused.
Yeah. Well, I
don't-
mean, I don't, how's it going to get abused? What are you going to do?
Because you can hot drop without any sort of.
But drop and do what? It's a tractor
Then you get
beam.
out and then you can assault.
Assault what? It's a tractor beam.
No, because you get out of the suit. You just leave it behind. It's basically a pod at that point. Because you don't take any damage. You can fall from orbit without the ship even going close to where you want to attack.
Oh, you know what? I did not think about that.
They're
That's
basically
great
they're
job.
basically drop pods at that point because you don't take any damage falling.
Drop
Meaning-
pods, are you kidding me?
Meaning that you can just get into this thing, drop from the ship, and get out
Funny.
and
Yep.
assault whatever you want to assault.
You know what, Realm?
Which
You're
I feel
brilliant.
like was a yeah. So that's why I said this needs to be addressed. It's
Okay,
not something you.
So
intended
here's
usage.
here's where we were talking about being able to, right, in space. You have no. It will only go so far,
Oh yeah. Quickly change them. Yeah.
you know. And I'm on the ramps, so it only takes me to about as far as where the ramp is, or just. Oops! Don't go.
Hang a second. Okay.
Trying not to fall off this thing. So I can't even see anything right now. But oh yeah, so it's a very limited red range. I'm gonna go and see what happens. It just drops.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
easy.
that's another thing that
Easy.
I feel like
Oh.
is kind of weird about this thing, because they've changed the whole way you grab and take hold of boxes and objects that you tractor. Because yeah, so you grab them and you basically hold them above your head on a default position. You don't control you don't manually control where the box is hovering.
Correct.
Okay. So
Meaning
there
that
was a
if you
huge-
have no surface to put it on, like in space, this thing is useless.
Exactly. That's why I was testing it, to make sure it's like
So
immediately go into red.
please,
I
for the
can't
love of
really-
God, we need something like a manual tractor beam mode,
Well,
like the old one,
I mean,
like the current one.
That's what the pistol and the rifle are for. And
What?
the ship tractor beam is for, so that you can manually control where it goes and
No,
how
but
you
with
move it
this
up
thing-
and forth and stuff. With this thing is meant
I want
for
to do that with this thing.
just picking up and dropping. Now, if there was another ship across from me and it had a place where I could land it, maybe it would work. I don't know.
It
Because
probably
I
would.
have to
yeah.
have somebody else in the game with me. Hint, we. But
could
they
get
don't
in,
go
but-
into the game.
I don't know where the frick you are, and it's PTU. I don't have
No,
you added.
no. Don't even. I'm
Person
gonna
by any
end
chance?
up. No. I'm Area 18. I'm gonna end up either committing suicide or something anyway. So
But this system also, but that whole That whole picking up and dropping tractor beam system that's now changed here. That's also
It's not changed. It's only with this.
yeah, I know.
Every
That's what people are pointing out now, and some of them are like, we need these on all the tractor beams.
no. I think that this has its little niche. Everything has a niche, right? So this thing is for moving big stuff
I don't
fast
know. You see,
over from
quite
one.
I think we need options. So give us
We
a
do
manual
have
mode.
options.
No, but give this thing also a manual tractor beam mode like the old one.
No, I don't know because it's too clunky and too slow. This is meant for moving big things, right? Large distances, right? Because I think who was it? Foxy Loxy, he saw that it can go up to almost 200 kilometers. So it's meant for just grabbing something and just big and move it to just a spot at the other end or whatever. The pistols and the rifles are for finesse, for bringing it into the ship like this thing and putting it and stacking it all nice and pretty without banging around all over the place. Because trying to stack with this, even on a grid, can be a little bit challenging. And then you have the ship tractor beam, which is kind of right in the middle of both, where it allows you to do a little bit of that finesse, and it also gives you the ability to do long distance, but it doesn't allow you to do the rapid, pull it to me and then drop it off wherever I want kind of thing. Right? This the loader is all about speed, right? 2 clicks. Click to pull, click to drop.
is it too easy, this new system?
No, I think it's perfect. It's right in that sweet spot, right? Where it's like if you're going to have to. Okay, so let's look at it from the perspective of you're a single player. There's a lot of people that want to do this stuff all by themselves. Let's not even bring, organizations or groups of friends playing together. Okay. If you are going to do a large cargo hauling trip where you have to move a lot of stuff, this thing it just saves you buku time moving it from the cargo freight elevator over to the ship, right? And in some cases, even getting it into the ship if the ship is lined up a certain way, right? Because if you saw the Foxy Loxy one, he tried to load into a freelancer, the 32.
What?
And he had it at a slight angle, and it just tore the ship apart.
What happened?
I have to claim it again. Nothing
Why did you
happened. It
just
was in the hangar.
explode? You just exploded.
Oh, I didn't feel like going back down.
No. Was that you? Or was it was you? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I exploded. He's complaining about not being able to grab his shit.
Sorry.
I just wanted to kill myself so I can get out of the game. I didn't feel like flying down and all that shit. And it's PTU anyway, so it's not like I lose anything. So I think it's in the sweet spot. I really think that they nailed it right on the head in regards to using it. I think with the changes to the pistol and the rifle, giving them different strengths, right? It really fleshes out the whole cargo play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think if this is supposed to help the whole manual loading thing. Is this not giving it too much of advantage compared to automatic? Like automatic is supposed to give you some advantage.
The automatic is about speed, so the advantage is speed. You saw how quick I was able to move it from the thing to from the freight elevator over to the ship, right? That was like nothing flat, right? If I had to do that with either a pistol, a rifle, or a ship tractor beam, I would have had to scroll my wheel mouse to get it to come over, right? Depending on which one I'm using, I have to be careful not to lose control of the beam and have it fall on me or fall off to the ground because I didn't turn fast enough and keep it there, right? I don't have that like whip type effect where it just like whips around and stuff as I move. It's just a straight line, zip zip, right? Can't get more efficient than that.
So why would people want to do automatic then? If it's gives that a major advantage, it gives you speed.
Why
In a way, it
you
kinda
say why
saves you money.
wouldn't they?
And why wouldn't you see? This is now going against
The reason
automatic.
why I wouldn't, I would use it to get from freight elevator to ship,
Mm.
but then I would switch to gun or rifle to load the ship, because unless it's something like the C2 where it's big, right? It's not going to be easy to get that in there with the cargo loader than if I were to do it with the pistol or the rifle. I'm going to damage my ship.
Why is this Argo all caps? And this one isn't.
There's only one place for it.
Well, why is it on top of the page when it should be further down?
Because it's all caps. This one isn't.
It should be further down. Also, we need tabs along the top of the different manufacturers, because if you're Wales like us, it takes forever to scroll down. So if you click on the tab, it'll bring you down to say RSI instead of scrolling all the way down. It's rather annoying now.
It's
Uh-oh.
super annoying.
But Shady's right. I do believe that ship tractor beams should be similar to the Atlas.
But then if it's like the Atlas, you're not going to be able to actually load the ship without banging up the ship. Hang on. I wasn't prepared for the show, so I have to get my thing loaded up here. Shady, did you have access to it? Did you actually go in and use it?
The Atlas.
It's hilarious. All that just for a small vehicle.
Yeah, please, for the love of God,
they
let us
really-
spawn it in the. Oh, okay. Bye bye.
Did you lose it? I think no. Okay.
It went to blow the floor.
Yeah, they really need to give us the bloody vehicle. I don't
Get it in
understand
a
what.
cargo elevator.
Yeah. No, or even a small one. There's plenty of room around the edge. So, I want to stress this is not the Titan. Doesn't even look like the Titan.
Yeah.
Just because.
We need
right. So
we need Realm to show the actual Titan image so people will understand what the Titan actually looks like.
Oh, we had almost a heated debate, but I told them to wait for the show. Is this a mech or not?
It is not a mech. A mech is something like Titanfall, right?
So what would you do?
It's something big that you climb into.
So you think this is too small to be a mech?
Yeah, it's not a mech. It's an exoskeleton.
It's everything that a mech is, though.
It's mechanical, but it's an exoskeleton, right? Exoskeletons are small, one-man kind of things. Mechs are big and usually end up sitting inside of a cockpit inside of the mech.
This is Titan.
Gundam, BattleTech,
Titan,
Titanfall, those kind of things. These are things where you're surrounded, encased in a big giant thing. The Titan armor could be considered a mech, but it's still, because it's so small, and you're actually the one that's like running around and moving things, it falls into the category of an exoskeleton.
Yeah, I really don't see the difference here, but
Look,
yeah.
you see, Photostan even agrees with me. Mech's your pilot.
Makes you pilot. What
Yeah.
you think you're doing here?
You're walking.
Yeah, and
You're
you're walking
using
there.
your body is driving the exoskeleton.
Arms,
He got deleted.
arms.
Damn.
And your legs and your arms will be driving this thing here.
Right, but in a mech, you're sitting
Uh-oh.
in a chair and you're using joysticks and buttons and all kinds of other stuff, and it
There you
has
go,
its
Philip.
own actuators and all that other stuff.
Do not dare tap me. Huh? The base bot is punished Folon for daring using caps against me.
The bot
Oh,
still
and
exists.
and
Yeah.
Shady actually made a good point. The Titan is actually made by, who's it made by? Anvil?
I
Aegis?
don't even know. It was never.
I think they took the cargo loader and then build the Titan from that original principle.
Oh, what? Look. Okay. It does exist. I was looking for this,
See?
but
Exosuit.
yeah, but this is not an official. A monthly report, Squadron 42, March 2023, stated that GSE has begun working on animations, features, and 3D rigging.
Well, obviously, this is a thing for Squadron. I think that's quite
Yeah.
clear now. So,
Which I believe that
Virgil
they have the Titan
LTD.
suit in Squadron 42, and when Squadron 42 drops, they will make these available to us in Star Citizen. They're teasing us with the cargo lifters. Well, only because the cargo loaders, only because obviously we have the itemized cargo right now. But I have a feeling that they are in Squadron 42, and when Squadron 42 drops, they will make these available for us to buy because they want to keep it a secret.
well, I think they're just using this as a test mechanic, really.
Well, it can't be a test mechanic because Squadron 42 is complete. They're polishing right now, so it better work. They better not be testing it now because it's a little too late for that shit.
So maybe this suit was
Look,
in
I can
Squadron
interact
already.
without getting out.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I say they had it already in the game. It's probably in, say, the Idris or one of the other big ships that you'll be in Squadron. So it was just a
That's
simple
possible.
transfer over.
But I definitely think the Titan suit is going to be in game in
you
Squadron
can't-
42, and we'll use it in Squadron 42.
See,
And then they will make.
this doesn't give you the hologram to place it,
No.
unfortunately, for any object that isn't a cargo container or a component, which is a bit
Well,
unfortunate.
yeah, it doesn't, and it won't even do it over the grid either. Ooh, just man, that's so powerful! It's sending it right through the wall.
And you can't lift ships. I was trying to lift the Pisces and I couldn't even do
Nope.
that, which is a bit weird. You
Won't
kind
let you.
So what's the largest box you can pick up with this?
All of them. You can pick up every size box, no problem.
Including 32, no problem.
No problem. And it throws them just like it throws it on one SCU.
Okay, well, yeah, that will be changed. But so you can pick up a large box, but you can't pick up a small ship. Okay.
No, they probably change the coding on the stuff because people were moving ships and stuff around with the tractor beams. They probably put in a new argument in there that says if this is a ship, you cannot lift it.
And
unless
there's me getting out the bloody suit just to open the back door. Gee, okay.
Yeah, no, you don't have to get out, so that's a good thing. You can function and open doors and stuff like that from within.
Kind of hard though because you can't
Yeah, I mean
reach
it's
all
not
of them. Yeah, got it.
not easy.
I think I did.
Well, at this point, I would have gotten out and just placed it because
shit.
there's.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like you have anything in there. So if you're trying to close the outside door,
Well, how
I
did
would
you
have
get in?
probably just.
Okay.
I would have parked it and just and then hit the buttons.
No.
So this is perfect. I mean, for the C1, you have this compartment right here in the back. You just park it right there, and then
Oh, what's the point? It has its own tractor beam that's supposed to be just as good.
true. I mean, it's really comes down to a choice.
Yeah.
You know, you can if you're in a hurry, this might be a better solution.
Right. Are the indicators broken on the displays?
No,
Like,
there's not
if you
really
go-
much to display.
Go into first person there for a second. How does your suit fit? Yeah, on the bars, the handlebars there in front of you, there's 2 indicators, and I think they're broken.
No, they
Oh,
work.
No, the one
It's just
sorry,
that
the one
on
on
the
the
left.
there's not a whole
Yeah.
lot to do. If you pick up a crate and you hold the right button, not the left button, but the right button, it charges up, right? And then if you let go, it like fucking throws the shit. It doesn't actually try to land it.
What does the left
throws the
thing
shit.
mean, though?
So yeah,
I don't know.
Eddie's bringing up that. So yeah, what does the left arm do? I'm very curious about that. Is it some kind of magnet or?
I mean, it right now it has no function, as far as we know.
Are people holding
Some
guns
people
with
think it's a magnet so that you can actually like hold a crate maybe with it or something.
Mm.
There, if you go into the items or the vehicles item thing, it will show you that there is a two weapons.
I can't.
You can't because you have it out.
I really hate that.
I hate that.
But,
so much.
You can it has arm slots, so you can put
Yeah, I
something
saw
in
it.
each arm. So it's like you might be able to swap these out. You might be able to put in weapons. Who knows? You can carry a weapon in this and fire it, although it's not a straight shot. It's a diagonal shot
Shady,
because of the way the arms are. Do you have a pistol or anything, Relum, on you?
No, I'm not in my home base.
Okay.
So Shady,
But-
I don't get it because you see, C1 tractor beam should be superior in every way. It's bigger, it's more powerful. I just don't see how the Titan should be have a bit greater advantage. It kind of defeats the purpose of the tractor beam. Maybe
you're not going to understand it and appreciate it until you get in the game and actually start doing cargo.
Okay,
I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference once you actually start using all 3 types of tractor beams. You will realize there is a purpose for each one, and hopefully you have the right one when you need it.
Ugh, that skybox is just ugly.
Oh, look, it's so beautiful. It's like a blob of.
Blobs. It's ugly. Yeah.
Makes the edge of the planet look weird too. This is our corp.
Are you at our curb?
I could have joined you.
Oh well.
Why in such a large suit?
I
I'm
needed
surprised
a
that-
suit.
I'm surprised
in a
you're
coat.
allowed to use that suit in the Atlas.
Well, actually, I would say, it makes sense that you can.
Well, you hope it can because if you're going to be in
Because-
hot environments or cold environments, you're gonna need-
Exactly. You need to be able to walk around in a suit like that if you're going to be using.
Yeah, I already
outside.
tested it. If you're in a civilian clothing, you're not protected. It's an open
Yeah, you're not-
canopy.
Yep. And
You
who
will
was
die.
it? Ollie proves that you are not invulnerable. and so did Boxy Loxy. So Ollie decided to do the jump from the ship, and they did it at Microtech in the green areas. They didn't want to do it in the snow. And then there were some of the copium dogs there.
Let me
And
grab
the
that.
dogs attacked them, and they started chewing him up, doing damage to him. He had to run as fast as he can run in that thing anyway. And then Foxy Loxy went to one of the outposts, and they were already hostile to him, and they started shooting him, and he started taking all kinds of damage and stuff. So yeah.
For science.
Did you guys see the Reddit post that said that the back of the go back to the beginning of this? Right there, they said that the back looks right there. Right there, no, stop. The back of the MSR looks like the frog with the eyes, the edges being the eyes and the mouth and stuff. It looks like a frog or something.
This is hilarious.
Boom.
You can't wipe snow off your face.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because your hands are holding on to the controls, I guess.
Yeah, but you can do it in the rock, can't you?
Yeah, so no damage. Use.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. They do have to do something because otherwise, a lot of people are going to be using them as drop pods.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, I think that should be a thing anyway.
Kind of, I'm like, I mean, can you imagine instead of trying to land at Jumptown or land, miles away, and all that stuff?
This is hilarious. Yeah.
That
yeah,
was you
that
just
was
sent
funny.
that shit flying.
Yeah.
You just drop as you're flying over. You guys pretend you're like, the A2 bombs and just drop, and then you get out of the suits and start freaking tearing into people.
Bing.
So, I think we're gonna get this probably next week.
Yeah, it looks almost ready, but there are a few tweaks that definitely are needed, like the distance where the box can go. I think that's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Also, this whole
the speed that it shoots it at, that cannot be a thing.
I mean, I was thinking that they were giving us this so that we could do the blockade runner more efficiently, faster. But being that you can't use this in space or even from within the ship trying to get the stuff, it may not. I don't think it's going to make a difference. But being that they actually released it to everybody and it's a dot patch, and it's a quality of life, I could see them giving it to us within a week or two.
Well, they have to get the 0.1 patch out of the way so they can bring out number 2 for the zoos.
who
which
said
we'll
the
talk about
Titan
next
suit
week.
was only Squadron 42?
I
Did
did.
you say Titan suit?
I said that I think the Titan suit will be in Squadron 42, and then when they release Squadron 42, they'll sell it to us for Star Citizen.
Oh, when they release it. Okay, explain the F8 then.
I don't think the F8's a totally different beast. I think the Titan suit is more of one of those things where it's like it's not confirmed. Nobody knows if it's in the game kind of thing, and it's one of those surprises. And then so once they actually release the game and it's no longer a surprise, they'll give us the suit.
What the hell?
I mean, this is just speculation
lighting
on my
for you.
part. I have no insider knowledge or any other crap. That's just me speculating and having some hopium and copium that we would get it. Opium and copium, hoping that we would get it once Squadron 42 comes out.
So will this be the ultimate LTI token? Since we are
Well,
expecting this to be cheap.
Everything cheap with LTI is usually the ultimate LTI token. So, I mean, there are a lot of people that play CCU game.
Yep. So the idea of the ultimate one is the cheapest. The lower that is, the sooner you can start the chain, and therefore it should be cheaper in the long run. So it's good to get the LTI token at its cheapest price. So I think the Pulse is so far, I think, the one that holds that title.
This is probably going to be the same, right? Like $25.
I can.
Well, here's the thing, though. Do they have to give it with LTI?
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Why?
there'll be war.
Concept sale.
Oh, there'll be war. Oh, hell yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. If they expect me to buy,
if it's not so I look at it. Well, no, there is a timer on the claim and the expedite. So yeah, I think if they're gonna impose that on it, then they definitely have to.
If they expect people like me to buy the 10-pack, it has to be LTI. And they will have a 10-pack or a 5-pack at least, anyway.
Oh, I you know what? I'm not even gonna deny it. I will buy multiples of these because I could see where I would have like I have an extra large hanger, so I would have one on each one of the cargo freight elevators, sitting there just for when I need it. I'll have one in one or two of my ships as part of the standard loadout. For moving stuff around. Oh, fuck yeah.
Vega, you on
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna have
phone?
one in every landing zone.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could do that. I don't know about that. That really seems expensive. That's why I would rather have it in the ship and take it with me.
Whenever it's in game. I'm not pledging. I was fucking.
No, you're right. I think that makes sense to have one of each of your zones. That any place you.
But the thing is like they're not your ships. I mean, they're not your hangars.
Well, not yet.
But I guess it just puts it in storage, and then you just call it up like any ship that you would go and land there. Yeah, so it's not a big deal.
I'm guessing eventually you'd be able to rent a hangar outside of your main and home hangar.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to.
Supposed to be a thing.
In any of the landing zones or areas, you would have to have it stored. You wouldn't be able to maintain it as part of your persistent hangar.
Mm.
So I will say this: the least they could have done is put a torch on the vehicle, a flashlight.
There is a switch for lights, but they're not turned on. So
vehicle itself it doesn't function.
So it might have lights. It's to the right.
Shall we do our favorite phrase?
Lamp. Yeah.
Subject to change. It's the first patch.
No, Vega.
I'm sorry,
this is the final iteration. How dare you imply that this is
No, it's the first
only the
fucking
beginning.
patch. I mean,
Yeah, no. So is that so? We can still talk about what we'd like to see, then, right?
So many iterations are we expecting?
Don't forget what was it? The Reclaimer had one of these units as the original cutter. If we if we read the old 2015 document, the Reclaimer was supposed to have a exosuit that's supposed to cut ships. I know it's 10 years ago.
Well, I mean,
was that not supposed to be a drone?
It allows you to. It looks like it allows you to switch out the arms. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you wanted to. You could remove the tractor beam and put a cutter in there.
Yeah, the salvaging variant.
Yeah,
basically.
A cutter tool, a repair tool, that kind of shit.
Yeah, I think this thing definitely needs jetpacks. Yeah. Okay.
Fresh handler, please provide steps. What was I doing?
You are walking around the hangar with the tractor beam on.
I would just say check the live stream.
Shady wants the Wii U. He wants the Wii U light, and he wants a claw.
Oh yeah. No, I want the rotating yellow hazard. Yeah, or amber. Or whatever. Yeah. That should be a thing. And 2 big spotlights at the top. There's bloody, what was it? 6 paints with it that came with it. Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
think 6. We
Yeah.
definitely need lights. There's a
But
lot
they're not great paints either. I'm like,
Oh, it's only the thumbnails though. I can't really. Hang on, where is it? Yeah, so those are in
You're
the.
not going to get this year's best in ship colors, that purple thing.
So will this vehicle be the winner of the next year's contest? I bet you it is. Like,
nah.
I think next year is going to be popular.
Who the
Well, the
fuck
art-
knows what we're gonna have by next year, especially if Squadron 42 comes out.
well,
Yeah.
the orange one's a default anyway, so 5. It's still quite a lot. They really know that their backers.
I
They know
want
that
jet
we would
black.
buy them all.
I want
No,
black.
They'll
Yeah, I
never
want
give
like
us
a
black.
red.
There's no red either.
Yeah,
Meantime.
red or black is what I want.
No green.
Oh yeah,
for
no, the first one was
ILW
green.
No. Go
I
back.
think
Go
the
back
first
then.
one was green.
That's not green. That's sea
Teal.
teal. Yeah.
No, teal's the blue.
There's no
is
navy.
the blue looking thing.
No purple. No pink.
They have names, you know, on the data
Well, there's not-
files.
Well,
Let
I
me
don't
check.
see names in the picture, so I can't.
Yeah. Well, it's only the color. There's no actual names of what they're going to be.
No,
Probably one of them's going to be Hazard or
that's actually black, gray, gray,
Black, Gray, Gray.
and then you have
The
blue,
first one?
blue, gray,
Okay.
and then you
That's
have
a beige.
olive gray.
Oh, olive. Okay.
Why do I have 2 of the? Oh, it says
Oh, they got
orange,
Fargo
gray.
orange.
That's
That's
the
standard.
default. Yeah.
Pale yellow,
Yellow.
gray.
Okay. Why pale yellow? Why can't it be just yellow?
That's just what it says. I don't know. And we have
See,
steel
you're
black.
weird. Steel. Oh, so that's reflective. Okay. Like metallic almost.
Maybe
I don't know if it's metallic. I would think it's more like gunmetal.
it says
of,
steel
maybe.
black.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Steel.
Might-
Well, it could be reflective. Yeah.
Imagine having that in chrome.
I don't know. Anyway, this is like the talk for everybody right now. It is the hot topic.
It is. It's got people slightly excited.
yep.
It's no
Everybody's
harm.
excited about it.
Mom,
The potential, I think, is great.
can I have a Titan suit? I do the mom voice. No.
No.
But yep, I love it. I can't. I started playing just a regular tech demo and was doing a couple of missions, and I was like, "Fuck! I need the goddamn Atlas right now."
And then
It'd
they
make
sent
things
out
so much faster.
a sneak peek, being like, "Oh, sneak peek! Proceed with caution." Wait,
Okay, so this is it's pointless. This.
you
They
just
should've done
released this.
before.
It's
they
the
told you.
ATLS.
You should have done this before they put it in game. But anyway,
They did. They did it. They did it by
No,
what,
you know, it was
a day?
No,
no.
later.
But the point of the sneak peek is to give you teasing, and it's not tease anymore. So
Oh, they teased
yeah.
us. No, they teased us for one day because it came out.
No,
the
this-
day
No,
before,
email
right?
came out
Like,
later.
It should have been last week.
Came out. Okay.
But anyway, this looks like the back, which is I think the power unit.
It is the back.
Which
Yeah.
I wonder how this is going to operate. Is it eventually going to be like a battery and therefore runs out of power and you're going to need to recharge it? You know, I can't see this being allowed to run indefinitely.
No,
without
they'll put some power kind of thing to it.
I
have to
honestly
plug it
thought it
in.
was already kind of odd how it didn't involve you turning it on at all when you enter
No,
it.
the switch is part of the animation to turn it on.
Yeah, but why? What happened to us doing it manually?
Yeah, I don't want to flick the switch myself.
All the ships have it, so I got yeah.
So I wonder, like, can you put like was it a tier 0 power supply like you use in other vehicles, and can you put more powerful one in?
All right, now the Alice suit.
Right now, you can't do much of anything with it except just drive it and shoot the laser and shoot the tractor beam. So no telling what you can do with it.
Well, I want one with a jetpack, so therefore I can jump over valleys and stuff like that, or over buildings, hopping from one building to another. Let's say I want to get to the far end of the this huge hangar, you know, because it's an extra large. It'd take you forever to walk from one side to another.
It takes forever, even if you're not in the fucking suit.
Well, see, that's
That's why they
it's a
made the
fucking
buggy,
monster,
the
goddamn
PTV.
hangar.
But that's what I think. Things like a jetpack would be really handy. You know, just a
They need rollerblades. What they need.
rollerblades. Oh wow,
Have
wheels.
have wheels extend out, and then you just skate over to where you're going.
Yeah, I think there should be an
Scooter.
EVA version. Yeah, Katie's right. This has great potential, say for ship repairs and stuff like that, or even salvaging. I think this is a better vehicle to use to salvage parts or cargo and stuff like
Now,
that.
do you think it should be a dedicated EVA, a whole nother version or another variant,
Well,
or
see,
should you have like a pack that you put on the back?
I think it should be modular as can be, but you know, who knows? CIG would probably like to sell a separate unit altogether, but it should be modular.
Well, if they're going to sell an EVA version, should it be totally enclosed with atmosphere?
Oh, you're wearing a suit.
Well, you're wearing a suit.
When
You're
you're in
in
space, yeah.
Oh,
But maybe you don't want to wear a suit.
why do
You're
you not want to wear a suit?
Yeah, well,
Because it's more freedom. I don't know. You know,
yeah, that's going to technically
I
make it
mean,
larger already.
people don't like the fact that they're in a mole sitting on the outside, and they have to wear a suit instead of being in an enclosed room for mining.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I mean, you could take it either way.
The mole is
This is
enclosed.
Foxy Loxy.
You see, okay, so the system that he uses, I'm not sure I'm the greatest fan of it. Automatically come to you without you not having control. I think can be slightly dangerous. I think the mouse wheel you should be allowed.
That's the thing about it. It's 2 clicks. It's all about speed and moving great distances.
Yeah,
And when
no,
you get to the point, if you get to the point where he's trying to load up the freelancer, you'll see about what I'm talking about, where it's like it's dangerous to be trying to load a ship sometimes with this thing, and you're better off doing it with a rifle or a pistol or the ship tractor beam.
No, so give us the manual mode on this thing. I petition CIG.
Oh,
Give
right,
us a
like you can't
manual
reach that
mode.
far. All right, that's a bit ridiculous. I thought that the rifle could reach that far.
No, that thing. This is where he's testing, and it's coming out to about 200 meters.
Right.
So, in a situation like this, this is one of those things where it's like you just grab it from the freight elevator and you just send it all the way over to where the ship is or whatever, and you just cut a whole bunch of time.
You can charge up the object, charge up the power and throw objects. You can actually charge it.
That's what I did earlier.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could charge.
Yep.
Okay. But this can lift vehicles, though. Yeah. See,
the rifle was actually able to pick up the Cyclone, but the cargo hauler could not lift up the Cyclone. And the rifle can pick up the cargo loader, but a cargo loader cannot pick up a cargo loader. It can only push it along the ground. Or actually, sometimes I've seen it actually pick it up off the ground, but it's not an easy task. So they still got to do some tweaking.
I'm gonna give us the manual mode.
Yeah, it would be nice if they gave you an option. I'm still trying to figure out how the Copians are able to attack somebody in there. It looks like the person
You're
is
exposed.
exposed where? How can they get you?
They
The
get
cave
you.
seems to be around you.
They attack your legs. They attack your crotch.
How can I? It's all protected.
No, it's not. It's wide fucking open, dude.
No, you're sitting. Yeah, you're. Let's see. There.
Yeah, right there. Look, you're wide fucking open.
They can't get by the legs.
You only have a little window in
They
front
can
of
get.
you.
They
That's
can
it.
get by the legs. Believe me, they'll take a nice bite out
They
of your
can.
nuts.
They can climb the legs and yeah.
They can get
Chew
to
on
you.
your leg or your shoulder, your arm.
I don't know. I think the frame is in the way. But anyway.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I tried to climb stairs. I can climb stairs. That's one thing
No,
with
he
the
couldn't.
Whisper.
He wasn't able to climb the stairs.
Well, in the Corsair, when you go into the cargo hold, there's stairs that leads into the next compartment. You can climb them. But that wasn't a stair. That was just there's a gap that you have to jump. I tried the same with the Constellation. I was trying to get into the front elevator, and I couldn't get up over that large gap that you have to jump. But I think if there's a staircase, you can climb it.
Here's a perfect example of what I was saying. It's like you're at the ship, your stuff's all the way over there, you just grab it and bring it in, and then you switch over to something to allow you to load it up easier without banging your ship up.
But he was banging the ship up.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't want to use this for loading your ship, especially like a freelancer. You want to be using your pistol or rifle. And even then, people are banging up their ships. Right, so here's a perfect. He moves over to the side and watch it just fucking tear into the fucking.
oh
bang.
God.
Oh dear God. Okay.
And then he does it again, but this time he's lined up perfectly, and it just goes in nice and pretty. So again, it's a case by case situation, but my personal take on it is don't use it to load the ships, or get it as close to where you want it, and then just use the other stuff.
Oh, he couldn't get up there. Yeah. But that's strange because on the main elevator on the Taurus I was testing, you can easily get onto that ramp.
Yeah, but this is a step, not a ramp.
Well, there's a bit. It's fairly similar looking. The gap you have to get over. So he had to lift it up with the gun to get it onto the ramp.
Yeah,
That's
but
hilarious.
then it clipped through the ship.
Oh, did it? All right.
Bloop.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Alakazam.
And I know he's doing it for testing purposes and entertainment, but I was like, why are you putting it inside the whole thing? Because it's not going to be
Bring
of
it
any
along
use in
with
there.
you.
I guess I would have just stuck it to the freaking outside. Of course, you can't do that inside a hangar. So
there's no. It's indestructible. There's no value applied to the hull, is there?
yeah. Right now, it looks like it's completely indestructible.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, here's where he's like walking around, and then they're gonna start shooting him.
That is why it can't
It's
be
like
on live
it's
yet.
funny. It's like he's walking around and say, "Hey, they're not hurting me. I'm invulnerable." And then all of a sudden, I say, "Oh no, I'm actually getting hurt. I gotta get out of here. They're gonna kill me."
He's shooting him on the side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they shot his arms. Yeah.
Yeah, he still managed to move his arms to use the unit. And then he is testing for science.
And
For democracy.
not a scratch.
Why
And
is
again,
it-
right now there is a workaround so that you can actually load a weapon. If you have a weapon on you, you can actually draw the weapon while you're in it and fire it, but it fires at an angle. It doesn't fire straight ahead. It fires at the angle of your arm, which is kind of like a 45-degree angle.
So it's good for going around corners.
Yeah, that or you have to turn sideways to shoot.
Yeah, this is exciting days ahead with this. I love to know what CIG also intend with variants. There's great potential with this. Anyway, let's move on. We can talk about
Inside Star
something.
Citizen. Moo.
Moo. I love that show. That was a funny show. Some people weren't happy about it.
I
Why
was.
the fuck
I
not?
mean, I was like, eh. I liked the information they provided, but again, I was like, it's all right. I was like waiting to see a whole bunch of posts and stuff like that about people saying, I want the cow customizer because they did
Oh,
the
yeah.
cow customizer.
Yeah, this is hilarious. I thought.
I expect people to say, where's my cow customizer? When can I play a cow?
I want to give him a beard.
I want to customize my cows for when I have a farm.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's what my cow would look like.
But it's neat that they actually created different variants based on where they're going to be located. So that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
The loot for the cows are either eggs or tongue.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. The tongue thing.
Yep.
We see this later on.
What else?
And why no milk? I'm still disappointed there's no milk.
They're not traditional human Earth Terra type cows.
But
They're
milk,
quasi or quaso, whatever.
butter, cheese, all the good dairy stuff.
So, but realistically, this means that someone has been. What do you call them? They're like not indigenous because clearly they exist on all the planets. Well, not on all
Right,
the.
they're being
Which
dropped
means
off
that
on the
there
planets.
means that somebody has been spreading these so that they can
They've
live on all the
explained that
planets in the
before.
Stanton system and adapt
Yeah, they
by.
explained that in the lore. The lore is
Did
that
they?
they did exactly that. Yeah. So I don't think there's any traditional cows that exist anymore in 900 years in the future. But yeah, they did exactly that.
There's
And now-
no traditional cows because everybody is now lactose intolerant.
Hmm.
Not if this was up to us.
They said they have day-night cycles, which are pretty neat. They'll usually like sleep at night.
Yeah, that was nice to see. Yeah, I kind of would have expected the other animals to do something similar. Why is the Copian up 24 hours a day? They should. Oh, see the Doctor Who
You
reference.
see
in
them
the
running into
background.
the TARDIS, yeah.
Yeah.
If you attack them, one of them, I guess as long as it's not the one that normally attacks, would attack you
I thought that was
from the
hilarious.
herd.
Yeah.
One of them will attack you and then run off
I'm glad
along with the rest of
put that
them.
in. Yeah. Because there are players who would do that, attack him just for the laugh and no consequences. So I'm glad they put that in. Not sure about the flies.
Yeah, they need to tone the flies down a little bit.
Yeah. Like in the
'Cause I-
tundra, you will not see flies. I don't care. You
I'm
will not
like,
see flies.
well, they live inside the fur. They'll be like, oh,
No,
there's nice cozy
it'd be
little place.
too bloody cold for flies.
But yeah, they need to definitely tone the flies down. They're just like way overdone. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the cows.
Now
they-
make 1,000 other fauna variants and space creatures for all the other planets.
Well, they're working on them slowly but surely. We know we got the Yeti still we're waiting on. We got the crab in Pyro that we're waiting on. We know that the little flying brain octopus tentacle thingies we're waiting on. These are all things that they've shown us in some form or another. So we shall see. Then they went into the new stuff that they're giving us on a character creator. Oh, that was disgusting.
What was that referencing?
I have no idea. I have no idea what the reference to that is.
Wasn't it? Wait, isn't it? Who's that? That comes out of a.
Ace Ventura?
Yeah, Ace Ventura. It comes out of Creature's ass. Jim Carrey.
Okay, nice call, Shady.
What
Nice call.
animal was that anyway? Like a.
Oh, look at that mullet! Jesus Christ, the 80s are back.
Yep,
Wow.
new hair, tattoos, and piercings.
Piercings.
Oh, when is this? This 4? Yeah, 4. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool to see tattoos now finally.
I like this
can
too.
see them
You
now.
can see that they finally considered the fact that when you put a hat on, it should react to your hair.
Does that mean they have
Instead
to
of
fix all the
just-
hats?
No, I just think that they have to have every hair type have a certain way of reacting to having something on your head, because
They
most
probably
of
do the
them
same thing
have
they
the
do
same
with,
height, I guess, kind of.
They probably do the same thing that they do with the space helmets, where they put that cap on and gets rid of the hair so it doesn't go clipping through the helmets. So they probably do the same thing with the caps. When you put the cap on, it
Yeah, but that's
it
the thing though.
basically
In the current
it
version,
flats the hair.
I've never really seen it work properly.
Well, no, I mean in the current
Because,
version, no.
Yeah,
But
again,
now,
even if you have like long hair, it just removes all the hair. Like, where does that hair go? What the hell? And even if in civilian clothing you then put on a hat like this, it all disappears. It's just like, where does that go? So now it looks like they have.
and the thing is, they said, oh yeah, you can all now be unique because we have tattoos. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. It looks like you can only put one tattoo on. So you're not going to be all that unique with the tattoos. Everybody's going to be working around with a freaking penguin, surfing on their neck.
Yeah, there's only like
If you're allowed,
8 variants right now.
to have multiple tattoos, then you can see people be a little bit more unique. But what's going to happen is most people are going to find which tattoo, and everybody's going to be wearing the same tattoo. I expect to see everybody walking around with the skull face. A large majority of people are going to be walking around with the skull face
Or the Pico.
or the Pico.
Mm-hmm. That one,
And the
yeah.
tattoos only apply to the faces and necks right now.
Yeah, what else is visible anyway?
Well, if you're wearing a t-shirt, your arms. If you're not wearing anything at all, your entire torso and legs.
You tell me people are gonna roleplay them being naked in a pool or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, piercings. So and apparently they only have little
They got
Studs for now,
studs.
yeah.
Just
studs
studs right
because they can't. Yeah, they have to figure out how to do rings and other things.
And stubble. And now they're stubble.
Yeah, this is pretty cool actually, I think. We've gotten this far. I look forward to seeing those skull tattoos. I think that's going to be pretty cool looking. Chops. Look at the chops on him. Straight out of the 19 or 1800s.
See the worm? They introduced the worm into the game now.
The what?
The worm, it's in the game.
What worm?
Did you not see it?
No.
Go
Where?
back. Go back, Relum.
What?
A little bit more. A little more. Right there. There's the worm.
Okay,
Oh, the worm
okay.
tattoo.
So the worm is officially in the game.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if they can have. No, probably won't. They're from real world imagery. That's not copyrights.
What for the worm?
No, for tattoos and stuff like that.
All right. Okay.
Moo. Lemu. Lemu.
Oui, le mot.
Yeah, this was funny at the end as well. Especially when they were speaking French at the end.
What was that? No, it's nothing. Oui, le mot. Le mot. Okay, yeah, no, I think although the subjects of this episode are
Well, I think that the custom cardization was nice to see.
yeah. That was a good
Glad they snuck
episode.
that in.
It was nice,
Yep.
nice, good episode.
And then Star Citizen Live, they had interview
Benoit.
with Benoit, and he answered a bunch of technical questions.
Yeah, about server meshing, I think, right?
Very good questions from Jared too.
Server meshing, bunch of other little thingies.
Like
Why
what?
3.24 did not work when it first rolled out.
Actually,
Why didn't it
about
work?
server meshing was it. I just confused because earlier this week they were like, no, it was like on Thursday or something. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna run a server meshing test soon, this and that, and we're gonna do this. Maybe 800 players, one shard, and then suddenly everything had to make way for 3.24.1. Did that test
Well,
never happen? Did it?
No, it didn't happen, but it'll happen. Something else took priority, just like anything else. Things take priority. and sometimes something
But-
gets pushed because of it.
But server meshing, dude. It's important, dude.
But it's not ready.
Yeah, but it was.
They
were gonna
obviously
do a
had to
test.
do something, and they had to do some kind of hotfix or something, and it probably would affect, their test as well. So they had to get the hotfix done, and then probably apply it to the build that they're going to do for the server meshing. But he did say
You don't know
that
that.
currently, I don't, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. Something came up and they had to change their focus. They did say that half the servers are running on one type of process, the other half is running on another type of process. They say the performance from either of them is negligible in regards to difference. And they keep doing the testing until they're ready to fully roll out the one version. When that's what this server meshing test was going to be, is testing the new version out with whatever changes they implemented. So we'll see. I mean, they're working on big item things, which they're going to take time, and they're going to cause all kinds of delays with other things. So we already know 4.0 has been delayed, and I was hoping they might get it by CitizenCon, but I'm not holding my breath on that.
No, probably around Christmas.
Yep. Maybe IAE if we're lucky. They'll ruin IAE if they do it, though.
Take
'cause
the
it will
mask
break
off.
shit.
It's gonna be late.
Oh, we're already late. We know that. So other than that,
Are they gonna make 4.0 end of year?
Nobody knows. That is the correct real answer.
we do know that the Zeuses are going to be a dot patch.
Yeah, for 24, right? Yeah.
Yeah, dot 24 dot something. Obviously not dot one. They're on a roadmap. They have it as tentative, which means that they still have to get commit before they roll it out. But then again, they could just skip that step and just roll it out. So I would think we would see that the Zeus is by CitizenCon.
Hopefully. It would be nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, they looked at. I mean, well, they keep putting them in all the videos and everything, right? We saw it with the cows as well. They keep putting it out there, so maybe they're a lot closer, So.
Oh, the problem is that we don't know what's going on internally, so
yeah,
it could be like that on the outside, but in the inside, maybe.
They might have decided to say, "Hey, let's put the Zeuses out there because we know we're going to miss 4.0 again, and let's just throw everybody a bone."
Okay.
It's like let's ease the pain a little bit. Let's give them the freaking exoskeleton. Let's give them the Zeuses.
What else is out there? Is the Crusader starter?
No, I don't think we'll see that until CitizenCon. That's definitely be a CitizenCon release.
I don't know. It's a small ship. I think they'll probably squeeze that in there.
Yeah, so I don't know if they got anything else that they can throw us as a bone to make up for 4.0.
Have you accepted a hauling contract?
No.
You can't. This was just funny.
Advertising that was a giant L.
Yeah. Big hype, and then players came to it and nothing. Didn't work.
Well, remember, so in Inside or in Star Citizen Live, Benoit explained what happened, and it was because all the players were taking the missions and they were abandoning them, and all the cargo was going into a queue and just wasn't being cleaned up, and it was just
But what
stacking
about a
up and
fresh server?
stacking up and stacking up.
Even on the fresh server, it was doing that. So I kind of don't.
Well,
Not really believing
the
that.
first server may not be a thing with the first server. It may be a thing with
Even
the
on a
back
fresh
end.
server,
It could have been on the back end. It was a back end that was keeping track of all that stuff. But it was just stockpiling cargo and stuff like that. And so whenever you went looking for it, you couldn't see it because there wasn't enough space to show everything. Matter of fact, if I go into the game and I look at my inventory, I can't see all my inventory. I could scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I will actually see below, just below the lip or just above the lip, more items waiting to be accessed, which I can't get to. So they got to fix that whole thing because people have way too many things and they can't see it all. Pirate paints.
Pirate paints, yeah. So I don't
When's
know.
Pirate Week?
The 19th, I think, or 15th. I can't remember. Hang on a second. I need to look it up. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at Xylo. These better not be the paints that he's talking about. Because I
don't even
can
know what
safely
it
say
means.
that. Well, I don't know. His definition of excited is different than mine.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think he posted that because people were thinking they were going to be like your metallic,
But the
like
metallic ones are nice.
Dirty Drake stuff.
just plain metal, no paint or anything like that.
No, there was usually a red tint to it, but I thought they were nice actually. Of course, it's everybody's subjective to their own taste, but yeah,
Yep.
September the 9th is International Pirate Day, so when is that? That's 2 weeks time.
Tomorrow.
That week.
September 9th is tomorrow.
No, 19th.
Oh, 19th.
Yeah,
Next
so
Thursday.
it's 2 weeks. But yeah, those two paints have been in the game files now for I think 6 months at least. They've been there for a while. I hope there's a bit more than that.
They're probably going to be, taking advantage of that for a long time. They're going to have every ship with a freaking graffiti paint job on it
Yeah, but it's all
at
going to be
some
just
point or
drakes.
another.
Why is it always drakes? Huh? Why can't they just go beyond the?
No, it's not though.
Drake's
It's
Drake is a pirate company.
they hand out paints with Pirate Week for other brands as well. Because they've done, yeah, right. That's what they've done. Let's see, Pirate Week.
Well, all those graffiti ones, they're called
The
Dying
graffiti
Star.
ones were Drake ships, yeah.
Yeah, they're all drakes. So
Oh, you mean the one with the decals on them?
Yeah.
But Pirate Week paints in the past have been, let's see, for Ares, Eclipse, Hercules, Mercury, Vanguard, Gladius, Avenger.
well, hopefully they'll expand the graffiti ones to others. It needs to happen.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
Anyway, so
and then they dropped
Citizen
a goodie pack of CitizenCon.
CitizenCon isn't that far away now, really. So yeah, this is your chance to support the event by throwing money at them. So yeah, the digital goodies pack, it's not bad this year actually, I think. You get 2 of the new P8-ARs, which normally would be
I
reserved.
forgot the
for
website's broken.
Is it broken again? Jesus.
Still, you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, they updated the website if you haven't noticed. Put in the new navigation bar at the top, and some of the pages are different, but yeah, it's wreaking havoc with me anyway. On Firefox, so to use a different browser.
The process tabs are crashing because it's peaking something. There we go. It's peaking CPU usage and RAM or something, and then it just crashes the tab itself. But I fixed it there. I just have to turn off, at least for me, I have to turn off the ad block.
Really? Okay. That's,
But it doesn't
okay.
seem to work for everybody, so... So, there we go.
The usual trophy.
The trophy, which will still
Yep.
be developed, so it's not on the
The
image.
super duper challenge coins, which is the most important thing because we all like challenge coins, don't we, everybody? Yay!
Yay.
Um,
Two redacted items.
They're so
two-
tiny, you
two
can't
dis-
even do it. Yeah.
yeah, any guess what this is going to be? The redacted? What do you
Nope.
think? They're going to
cow?
develop it at the show. Oh god,
We're gonna get a cow.
A toy cow. That'd be hilarious. Or a pet. No, that's probably
It's
going to be
as
some kind
good
of.
as everybody else. Yeah.
It'll probably. Well, it's not the trophy, right? Oh no, developed live at
Well,
CitizenCon.
the
so they're
trophy is
doing-
already on the
so-
list, yeah.
So they're developing two other things. Maybe a backpack, maybe a helmet.
Do you remember last year that we had the kind of toolbox and then we had that lamp, which was
The
cool
lamp,
looking?
Yeah.
I did like that fairy lamp. Toolbox was a bit weird. There was light on it. I don't understand that. I think it was for your multi-tool. So it's going to be something similar to that. Hopefully it's useful. Or at least it looks good anyway. Let's see. A themed storage chest.
Scroll up to the image. Because right now, all I see is the. I see the, what is it? That one SCU container, the 1/8 SCU
Yeah.
containers. So I don't see a crate or storage thing unless it's the SCU container.
No, those
Yeah.
those are UEE classified, whatever. I don't think they're citizen. No.
No,
So
but
those
you
are
know.
probably what they're going to give us. Is those?
Well, you think a chest is more like a wider kind of
Yeah,
thing,
but
you know?
they don't. I don't think they do a weird shape very well.
Well, they do say storage chest and not SCU container.
Well, everything is a
So maybe it's
SCU
one of those.
container.
No, maybe it's one of those loot chests that you see that you can now also own one of them. Which
Yeah.
kind of, they're like storage chests. They have like magic inventory that you can dump stuff
But
into.
I would have thought we would have seen an image of it on here. Instead, they're giving us these
Yeah,
as images.
you'd think, but
Well, there's a few things missing, so they probably haven't created it yet.
Like what? Well, we know that the trophies are not there. The coin, you're not even going to be able to see it in that image.
the
for
flight suit,
God's
the
sake.
helmets, the P8s.
All right, the two P8s are there. The suit and the helmet is there.
So we should point out that this is the so-called civilian variant of the P8 AR. And it apparently is a single shot only. There's no automation on this, which I find a bit silly. I'm not sure why you would use this if you can just get a similar other rifle which can be automatic. I understand trying to keep the squadron variant special, but yeah, I just think it's a bit silly restricting the firing rate on it. But yeah, you can see in the one in the background. I think that's the CitizenCon themed one, and then
That's the logo on it.
yeah, and then the one on the right, I think, is Black something. I can't remember the name.
Blackguard, yeah.
Blackguard, yeah,
No, that one.
yeah,
Single fire, yes, win.
yeah. So it's a bit
We get a
strange.
double-sized bed.
That's
Yeehaw.
weird. Yeah, a bed. I wonder, can you log out with the bed? That'd be cool.
That'd be. I mean, you put it in your hangar and you log out there, right? Then
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
the UE black box.
If it's a
that
bed,
could
then they
be-
better have a logout option.
The black box could be the security container.
Yeah, that
you
could be
pointed
that
out,
thing. Yeah,
right? And
that's not a
then-
black box. These are
No,
SU
no.
containers.
No. Do you know what it's going to be? No, it's going to be the size of the 1/8 box. You know the missions that we have to pick up the beacon. It'd be something like that, I bet.
Yeah,
you.
that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. It flashes and all that, and it's orange probably. Like real world black box. which is not black.
All the black boxes that you have in the game.
Yeah, but no, if you ever see a real world black box, it's orange.
Yeah, I saw the ones in the game.
Oh no, are they red? I think.
No, red, yeah, orange, red, whatever. I think.
Yeah. And then
But
the
what's it
the
going to be used for?
No, it's for display, sit on the shelf, and look good.
Hmm.
I doubt it. Most of these won't really be used properly. The suit is I find interesting because there's a debate about does the undersuit contain the chest piece. We're not really sure if that's a separate thing.
He has armor
Well,
pads
that's a
as
flight
well.
suit. That's a flight suit. So it's a
Um,
totally different animal.
so we're not sure. It kind of looks similar to what Mark Hamill wears, I think.
This is probably the kind of thing that you're going to need to be wearing in the future, where you won't be able to wear armor, right? Because they've always said that they don't want to, or you shouldn't be able to wear armor in the flights in the flight seat.
Right.
So this is the kind of stuff that you probably and an undersuit would be the things that you would be able to wear. If
Oh,
this
you-
has that chest piece on it as part of the flight suit, I would think
Okay,
that maybe with the undersuit you can wear a light chest piece,
Mm.
right? Because they're kind of like the same design, so you might be able to get away with that, so you're not completely unarmored. But again, if you're flying in your ship, you really don't need armor.
Where the hell did they get
Oh.
this from then? Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, that looks old. Okay.
It is. It looks really old, but it's a kind of a similar name. It's just different now. It's CFS instead of AFS.
CFS was a civilian. I don't know.
Yeah, but now this time this pack contains the Omni AFS Sapphire armored flight suit and helmet. And this came from game files, I guess.
Yeah, I'm probably. I didn't
Really
even
old.
see that before. Okay. Yeah, it is old.
So it might not even exist. It might just be, just old content that it never made it into the game.
But I mean, it shows you that it is a Navy flight suit. We don't know the brand on this one we're getting either. That doesn't say anywhere. No. Oh, you say these are
It looks
used.
almost exactly the same.
This is exactly this. Yeah, that's where they got them from, I guess. So there's Squadron 42 based assets. And
Which
the
has probably
UAE
been
Navy.
upgraded since then. When was this originally posted? Is there a date?
Well, that's old as the hills. It
Data
must be.
mine
Yeah,
from
so-
312 though. Yeah, it's not that old.
Yeah, so 2001.
21.
Oh, Alpha 312?
Yeah,
Okay.
221. February
Yeah, so-
2021.
Yeah, so that's probably old. They probably already changed that to actually probably changed it to the Sapphire for all we know.
I doubt it. I say that. No, I think that both exist.
All right.
But it's interesting that chest piece is part of the whole unit.
Yeah, there. It looks like it. Exactly
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Even the helmet.
Different colors. That's sapphire.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that
That's
looks
something
more like the Sapphire now.
Okay.
is it though?
Like I said, they probably upgraded it. They're giving us a version of it.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah.
I like it. Nice and clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, that's no problem.
And then what was the last thing after the black box?
Spectrum badge.
A Spectrum.
Ooh.
Spectrum badge.
The most important element of them all. Yeah. That's hilarious.
$36.
So what's that? 30 plus tax, is it?
That's
it's 30.
base,
It's 30 US per US.
Yeah, but we always have to.
it's
You
exactly
guys have
30.
that
Yeah.
and all that.
You have VAT included,
conversion.
so yeah, but you have to do your taxes later. So
Well, add to the cart and see what the.
it is $30.
Yeah. Okay.
It's calculated. And then we got.
Just want to say, do you think these are a good idea? The packs, these Citizen Con packs.
I'm kind of torn.
Yes.
Yes and no. Well, mostly yes.
Well, they made them because they put them in because we always used to have special stuff for the people attending the actual event. Well, most of the time, right? And people on the live streams at home, they felt like they were missing out. And why did he get the special gun with the special skin and I didn't get anything? So I guess now they're like, oh,
Yeah, everybody.
so people
everybody
want
gets it.
people want goodies, so let's give them goodies and have them
But
pay
you pay
for
for
it.
it. You have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's actually kind of like a
should
genius,
there not be,
a
like, a
genius
couple of
marketing
things-
strategy, because now people wanted cool stuff to commemorate CitizenCon. They can, but they're just for $30. Okay.
Yeah, but
You
here's
must still
here-
pay
here's the
for it.
here's the advantage. Here's the advantage to paying for it. If they were to just give one to everybody, right? Then you only have one of. If you want to have more than one, let's say you want, multiple copies of that suit, you can buy multiple packages, and now you have multiple copies of that suit.
But
Or if you want multiple copies of the gun, you have multiple copies of the gun, and that puts the onus on the individual, right? Whether or not they want to invest the extra money to get the extra packages, versus on CIG where they say you only get the one, that's it.
But I think that they should at least give a couple of free items to everybody. I think it's slightly unfair that everybody should be expected to pay. $30
Yeah,
may
I
not be
agree.
much to you and I, but for some people, it could be a
$30
bit
is
much.
a lot.
So like even the challenge coin, it's something like small, but there you go. Or the trophy, give them the trophy at least.
I think they should give everybody a free Atlas suit
that'd be
for
hilarious.
CitizenCon. Give everybody a
You're
free
funny.
Atlas suit for CitizenCon.
Oh yeah. No, they're not going to ruin that money sink or
With
Yeah.
with a pyro paint scheme. With a pyro paint scheme.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
All the
Actually,
graffiti all over
no.
it and everything.
That's what they're going to give people who attended. They're going to get the paint scheme. 'Cause you have to give them something special,
Oh, fuck that.
especially when they're paying like what $200, $300.
Well, they get real merch, like
Yeah, they get the real merch. They get the
Little-
bags.
You don't have to pay
models.
for that though.
When I went, I got a bag. I got a bunch of pins or something. And a pen or some crazy thing.
and a sticker
So they
get
do
the
give you
bobblehead?
stuff for going.
and a
Yeah,
fake,
you
and a fake
gotta-
tattoo.
You got a challenge. I think we got some sort of pen and pyro inspired challenge coin, I believe.
Something like that.
Anyway, talking about hungry for money, I'm mixed feelings about this month's subscriber items that Realm just teased earlier on. So
I told you this was going to happen. So like as soon as I saw that they were implementing decoration and furniture for your hangars in the shops in the game, I was like, oh yeah, they're going to throw this stuff at us with subscriber flair, because it's so easy for them to just give us it's easy for them to develop something like this, and it's
So
easy
what's
and
wrong
cheap.
with that?
Well,
I don't see what's wrong with that.
the
Are you
price tag,
serious?
it's ridiculous
dumb.
because it's easy.
for furniture. It's furniture for crying out loud.
Well,
It's just furniture.
Well, what do you want? You want a new
It's
set of
not-
armor every time?
No, they
No,
should they
it's
should
the
make
price It's the price tag
They-
I'm not happy with.
They should make furniture to everybody's taste. That stuff is to certain people's taste. It's not to my taste. I'm not going to buy it. If they're going to make furniture,
that's
make
fine. You
several
don't.
pairs of furniture at
So you
a
don't
time.
have to buy it.
Yes, you are correct. You don't have to buy it, and I, for one, will not buy it. But I get
But-
what they're saying. I get what
This
they're
table-
doing, and I support that. However,
So
it should be. They should make like an oak table instead of a
So-
table with a stone
I'm sure
on it.
they will at some point. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll vary it all up because I mean, obviously it's easy enough to make furniture, and just give it to the subscribers without having to worry about anything.
It's just the price tag for this. I think is ridiculous. I think it's what.
Well, if you're a
$7.50
subscriber,
table?
you get 2 out of 3 for nothing.
But the table is $7.
Eight.
How much are the
$750.
tables?
It's
How much
cosmetic.
is-
Why are you
table's
so complain
$7,
about that?
yeah.
It's cosmetics. This
It's,
is what you're supposed to be doing.
$7 That's what I'm really annoyed. That is no way worth $7. That's what I'm really angry about. It's just so
You're angry
expensive.
about a $7 pixel
It's a,
table.
it's a mundane item. I don't get it. Why
Be
did you
handsome.
charge so much?
No, I get what he means. It's
Okay,
like
whatever.
the relative usefulness of an item like this is far lower than something like a shipskin or a piece of an armor piece of your for your character. And the fact that these things are a table for $7 and it's just a table that you can, it's just basically it's a little decorative item. Yeah, it's furniture for your hanger. That's all it is.
Mm.
So what are the
So again, if
Average
you don't want
other
it, you
prices.
think it's too expensive, you don't buy it. Move on.
It's-
Wait,
They're
wait
really
to
pushing
buy
it,
something
though,
that they
so-
have in game. They have some
It's
really
the
nice tables in game.
It's the principle of it. For crying out loud, $7 for a virtual table. I think
So,
that's.
I will
think that's
agree.
going a bit
It
far.
is.
let me give
it is
a
probably more expensive
comparison.
than what it probably is. Probably more expensive than it needs to be. But again, if you're not willing to pay it, and you don't like the design or whatever, you just don't buy it.
A pack of so by comparison, a pack of 3 quick flares, the flares that came in 3 different colors, was $3. So basically $1 per flare. And they also had a pack of deluxe pack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different flares for $4 back in the day. The multi-tools that they had as subscriber flare were $4, but later they changed them to $5. Yeah, these clothing jackets, $3. T-shirts were like, yeah, when they were giving out T-shirts for flare, that was $4 for 3 T-shirts. Or in some cases even $3 for 3 T-shirts.
Like $3, I think it's good price for that. But $7, I just think I know it's not really much, but I think the principle of it, I think this is clearly CIG taking advantage. It's a cool looking item.
You can't take advantage of people if they don't want the item and they don't buy it. If the people want the item, everything is based off individuals' perspectives. So to some people, $7 is more than enough, or not, or is reasonable. For other people,
can
it's
afford
not.
it, but it's not that. This is the
The
principle
Electron
of
pistol was
taking advantage
$5.
of gamers. Gamers have this tendency of wanting everything. We must catch them all kind of scenario. And I think this is CIG clearly taking advantage of it. I know we're supposed to be backing this, but I think they've crossed the line here with this.
Look, it takes
Too much.
it takes time for a person to build this thing, right? And the amount of the time and effort that it takes someone to build this thing outweighs the cost of the item, right? They still have to fund the game somehow. And they probably have a formula that says if it takes this many hours, this is how much we got to charge for it so that we can make the money back to pay this person. So there's always an underlying business aspect to it. And of course, you could be right. It could just be marketing being greedy and saying, let's rake them for what we can.
Mm.
But
It
it
feels
all
like
goes
that.
towards
Mm.
it all goes towards paying for the game. It's like the conversation we had last week where I was saying, why aren't they upgrading the ships that can be upgraded that don't need any new game mechanics from the backlog instead of building 9 brand new ships? And
I need to
everybody's
update this
defense
list.
was, that's how they pay for the game. I go, that's true, but they can just as easily take one of the old ships and have it in a pipeline so that they can get the backlog reduced faster, even though they're not going to sell a whole bunch. They still have to upgrade it, right? And then once that one ship has been upgraded, grab another ship, and so that there's always upgrading one. They're always upgrading at least one ship on the backlog, kind of thing. So is it about the money or is it about the player experience, right? You're now giving a bunch of people, and I agree with Redora, that's not my cup of tea either, but there are a ton of people that love skulls on everything. So they are going to sell a shit ton of that because there are going to be people that love skulls on everything, and they're going to buy it, and so they're going to make money. Like I said, the tattoos, I guarantee you, 75% of the people, 50 to 75% of the people running around in the game are going to have skull tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I don't think about.
Well, yeah. I think they will for the time being because there's nothing else. But even the tattoos, I'm expecting them to be of similar prices. You'd be paying $5 to $7.
No, I don't think they're going to charge us for tattoos. Tattoos are just going to be put into the game.
I can see them doing that. That makes no.
I
It's the
hope they
same as
don't
any
do
other
that.
form of customization.
Well,
I think paying
mean,
$7 for a virtual table is too much. But
I see them charging for tattoos, particularly for like special tattoos.
if they have it in game, that's fine. You work for your credits and you can buy these items in game. But paying again $7 for this in the real world, I just think is they've gone too far.
I'd like to, as I'm looking through this list anyway. I mean, just off of glance, I'm probably sure that if you put this in a chart and actually measure it as well, but just by eye, you can already see that things were a lot cheaper in the past with Subscriber Flare to begin with as well. Because you see back here, you had a pack of 2 actual helmets, and were these heavy helmets? These.
Yeah. Even though they're behind stuff,
They were $4 for 2 helmets. But nowadays, like, see if you scroll down to, especially particularly the armor section of all the Subscriber they've been handing out, like these full armor sets, they're now $12.50. Which
well, inflation.
Yeah, I guess.
Prices always go up.
So it's still a table $7. I guess still much, but okay.
And some
$11.50 for medium.
Some of the skins for some of the ships are pretty expensive too. That I wouldn't necessarily consider being reasonable. Yeah,
that's kind of based on the ship size as well.
You wouldn't pay $19 for a hammerhead skin, no?
I think I would rather pay $7 for a table than
you can see it.
$12 for a skin.
You can see it here because they were.
It's like, where do you want to spend your money, right? It's like what's gonna give you the most bang for your buck.
All these were $3,
I genuinely feel done by it. I really do. At that price, I don't know. I just can't seem to get around it.
I bet you if it was a nice, elegant mahogany table or something like that, you probably be like, oh yeah, that's worth $7.
Still wouldn't. I'm still trying to.
You just don't like that big skull in the middle.
No, I don't want that. All these ships were just $5.
I would pay $10 for a mahogany table for sure.
Oh, please! Oh God, we have to set a line that tells CIG, come on, this is ridiculous. You can't keep doing this.
It's called voting with your wallet. Don't buy it.
Oh, I'm definitely not buying.
We have, sir. Sir. How much? What's your level? What's your funding level? Are you concierge?
Oh,
Why does it
I am
matter how much he spent? What's that
I
got to
am
do
a
with anything?
big fat whale, but that's not the point.
Yeah, big
This-
fat.
I-
But okay, but
Who gives a shit how much he spoke? How much he bought?
I just feel for the average, this is again taking advantage of gamers and their disposition for wanting
yes. However, we have bought ships. We have bought pixelated ships we can't even use yet. Ships that
Yeah.
not even in the game.
Yeah,
We're talking about a table.
Yeah.
Come on.
The table is an inanimate object, well, a virtual inanimate object.
Yes.
It's not really any practical use except to sit there and probably put a plant or cup on it, and that's it. A ship is a useful item in the game that will get you credits and, far more enjoyable out of a ship than you will get out of a
But
table.
you buy armor and collect armor not so that you can wear it, but you can put it up for display, which
The
is
Atlas is
basically
now-
the same thing.
If you're on a BTU, you have access to it. It's all backers now.
Is it? Okay. All right. Yeah.
They just did a hotfix.
So that's definitely going to come out on Thursday then, I think.
What?
I think. The 0.1 patch then.
Nah, we need a couple more fixes. I'll say within a week.
I think this week it's going to come out.
You still got a lot of CTDs that thing causes. Couple more patches. But yeah, continue on though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not liking COG creeping the prices for this stuff. This is annoying. But anyway,
You should be used to it, dude.
not for fancy stuff like this. For a practical
as soon as the
in-game
hangers
item.
were
Yeah.
coming, you knew they're gonna do this shit. This is yeah.
Well, this is what I'm saying. What's stopping them from doing this with tattoos or other items later on?
Yes, that's cosmetics. That's the whole microtransactions game.
Yeah, Bear
the
just
game,
said
dude.
it, and Shady said it. I mean, they are more interested or prefer cosmetics
It's money on the
over
table, man.
more
We've seen the interviews.
ships.
Money on the table.
It's like they're usable. They give you that personalization.
Hairstyles, the shit in your hair, the little curls, money.
Anyway.
Have y'all talked about the beard options from ISC?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
just skip right through it.
No, we talked about it.
All right.
No. Especially for the cows.
We talked about it. We talked about the scruff.
We want the options to customize our animals. If we're gonna have pet copiums, I want to stick a beard on mine and a big curly hair.
No.
That's fine.
Yeah. A big mane on a copium.
You should ask for Highland quasi grazers.
I wonder how many people are going to try and capture the cows and put them into their hangars.
Oh, you know it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was planning on
absolutely.
doing. Especially the ones on the pyro ones.
So monthly report. Anything that sticks out with this?
Yes, radar is actually getting worked on, and I'm seeing it pretty much soon. TM.
Worked on the PU or for Squadron?
Squadron and the PU for right next year. I think it's going
Have
to be
you
coming.
seen it in action?
No, it's all on.
Okay.
It's all birds,
Okay.
which could be bullshit. Just like the ship armor.
Yeah.
That's all words. Here we are in 2024.
Yeah. Anything else of noteworthy?
No, I think we pretty much covered all the bases for this week. I think next week's going to be boring as fuck, unless they give us something good on.
Well, no,
It's not
the
gonna be
Zeus.
boring. You're getting ISCs all the way to Sitcon. This is great.
Yeah, the Zeus is beyond the ISC next week.
You're getting ISCs all the way to Sitcon. I think this is a fantastic year for that. None of this, we're going to shut down ATVs, ISCs for like 8 weeks and not give you shit. This is great. I'm waiting for the engineering episode.
RSI Polaris exterior
Yeah, I
approaching
can't wait for
completion. Polaris exterior approaching completion.
Exterior. Okay, I thought they already finished that. Okay.
Well,
No.
that's the funny part. I read that. It's like, well, wait a minute. Wasn't the Polaris exterior
Yeah.
almost done when they freaking showed it to us last year?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I wasn't, yeah, okay,
what do you mean it's almost done? It should be done. You guys were working on the interior.
Okay, I knew it wasn't going crazy there. Okay.
Like, if you're gonna give it to us in IAE, that shit better be fucking done, not close to done.
No, I made that picture.
Scheduled for IAE.
Well,
Whoever put that there, I'm not
It's
sure.
true. It's scheduled for IAE.
Oh, when's 4.0 coming out? Yeah,
Who knows?
IAE.
They
Yeah,
only
yeah,
just finished the exterior. I'm not. Oh,
That's
well.
got to be a fucking typo.
Oh, no. See, the problem with the monthly report is it's a month behind. It's always a month, at least a month behind.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, then that kind of makes sense.
But
So it should be done by now.
I thought that was done, or even close to done, a long time ago. So I'm very surprised. It's the interior that we knew they were working hard on.
Somebody probably told him to go over the exterior one more time. Just to satisfy Chris or whatever.
Maybe because remember when they had this on Invictus, supposedly flying around, though I've never seen it. That they probably
got to
looked
go
at
in the
it.
game.
No,
we were trying to find it. It's like
yeah, I couldn't find it. Oh,
there was there was all sorts of whack going on in the servers back then. It was just not working. The fleet was not appearing.
Wonky.
It's like really. It's like, where the fuck is the fleet? I gave up as well.
So they must have looked at that and went, okay, we can do a few more improvements. Look, we saw it on the show floor anyway.
Did we?
And it did look, yeah. Remember, it was in the centerpiece.
I sure might have followed that, and
you
must have.
did.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty done.
So maybe there's a few things they saw and say, oh yeah, we can redo this and that. So there was no interior. There was definitely no interior. Though,
I'll take it.
Though when I clipped into it, I managed to clip in it. I saw launch tubes with torpedoes in it. So
yeah, I remember that.
Maybe you can use the Atlas to reload your torpedoes. I was thinking about that also.
Oh yeah.
Now we can put
like
stuff
like aliens. Yeah.
I
remember
was
that.
thinking about that.
What?
I wonder you can use that to reload the torpedoes since it's very
Yeah.
heavy.
So in Aliens, you saw them with the loader bring it up to the drop ship, and then it loaded straight into the side.
I think they said that they already have tractor beams for the loading mechanism. But if you don't want to use that, I guess you could use the Atlas.
Oh, manual reloading like we do on the now you can do it on the Eclipse the last couple patches.
That's a
Before
big
you couldn't
ship.
do that.
Oh yeah.
That's a big ship. Seriously,
Since people were now talking about the Polaris, some dude had this posted on his Twitter. I think this picture. I saw it floating around.
Which picture?
The one from above. This one.
Oh, okay.
Someone was like, "How did you get that shot? How on earth did you get that camera angle?"
Magic.
Ooh.
You would like to know.
Probably got a friend in CIG that did it for them.
No,
We're actually hanging from the ceiling.
Well, he launched me in the air, and then I took a picture.
I'm holding him up by a tractor beam.
Oh yeah, I imagine that. Oh look, this is something that you might enjoy, wasn't it? And one of you that was whining about the. No, it was actually someone on Reddit, I think, as well. No, this is not about the Polaris anyway. Because I'm reading here through the other key points of the monthly report here. They're adding logic to declutter the UI by grouping markers of the same type. There was some dude on Reddit on it a couple of weeks ago that was like, seriously?
What?
You know, when you have markers, when you have targets on the screen when you're in a ship and there's so many of them, they all show. So now
yeah,
this
yeah,
said
yeah.
here, they're working on adding logic to declutter the UI by grouping markers of the same type.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
decluttering it.
So yeah, I think from a certain range or from a certain distance, yeah, it should be a group should be like an icon showing a group rather than each individual ships. Well, yeah, that'd be kind of cool if we do something like that. Because yeah, it's a bloody mess at the moment, especially when there's like 20 objects are about, and yeah, it's just impossible to use the UI. Yeah, okay, that'd be nice. That's a nice quality of life improvement.
Turbulence in jump points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do expect the ship to shake.
I always turn the camera shake off in the game, so
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, it does make people nauseous. Yeah.
No, it's not to make. I think it's a little over. By default, it's a little overdone anyway. Because as soon as you fly above the maximum SCM rated speed, and you go to like the nav mode speeds, it already starts shaking. I'm like, come on, man! It's not like it isn't built for this. The ship should be able to handle this. It shouldn't be shaking that easy. Sorry, I was turning that down.
Did they not have inertial dampeners in the game? No.
I don't think so. No. Otherwise, people wouldn't be falling over whenever you kick it in gear.
See VFX graphics global illumination support was added for high gloss specular reflections. Okay,
so somebody was talking about global illumination. Somebody was talking again, giving out about the poor quality skybox, and somebody was asking why don't we turn on global illuminations? So therefore, you'll see objects from the other side of this. Yeah, it should be. As we talked about this before, in reality in space, if you have an object in space, you will clearly see it from very, very, very far away, because in the blackness of space, it would stand out. So I don't understand why CIG can't go down that route rather than coming up with the mess that they have at the moment. What's this? Without skybox?
23 and 24.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is looking at a really bright planet, so it's kind of the difference is very hard to even see because you're looking at a bright planet, and the automatic eye adaptation thing lowers the brightness of the overall scene. So
whenever those like streaks, it looks like streaks. It looks like I'm guessing they're supposed to be galaxies, but there's so many of them. There's no way you would see galaxies like that.
No.
It's weird looking, I don't mind the mist. That's, if you're in a part of the galaxy, which, there's more gas about, then yeah, that could be a thing, but
it's a game.
No, it's not the point.
I do have a gripe with the fact that this, I guess I'm not actually that bothered by the fact that just the overall scene of the skybox is a little different. Like it has more. The stars look different, and it has quite a lot of nebula mist in it. But the fact is that this is a tendency I think that a lot of other games also have, and they tend to always want to screw with the scenes so that there's almost no black in it. It's almost like they don't like having complete black in it at all.
Well, I remember Chris saying that you needed some kind of visual reference, some navigation reference. So
just to know that you're moving.
Yeah, but you do. There was nothing wrong with it.
That's all it's for, just to be able to see that you're moving. That's why you had the space dust, right? Because that gives you indication that you're moving. Whereas if you didn't have any of that stuff, you wouldn't know you're moving.
Yeah, but actually,
everything is so
when you
far
see
away,
that,
you can't tell.
When you now that you say that, I'm actually even more inclining to stick with the old skybox, because that at least had more distinct features in the skybox, so you could know which direction you were pointing at. as opposed to
But-
this one that just has green blobs everywhere, and you're
But
like,
the skybox is so far away that it's not going to give you.
No, it's
any
it's
kind
gonna
of-
give you an idea of which direction you're going, because the skybox is always static, right? So and
Is
which
it?
direction of the which direction of the
I hope
system
so.
that is. Yeah, because even
Is
in the
it?
past, like I think it was like very early 3.0 days when you used to have like a little red nebula in the bottom, like in the system's south.
That was supposed
direction?
to be Pyro. Yeah.
That was supposed to be Pyro, and it was just in the distance. Was
Yeah.
part of the skybox, but it was always below you when you were in the flat. Yeah, when you're oriented flat on the plane of the system. That little red nebula was always, I think, quite exactly below you, and it's kind of a reference point at that idea that you can even use your eyes. Like eyeball gives you the idea of which direction you're pointing. But
Well, they changed the LOD so that you can actually see the planets now,
yeah, but they're tiny, and it's
right? So you can use those as references.
they're tiny.
Well, so was the little red dot.
No, well, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't just a red dot. It was a nebula, right? I had some pictures of it. I can look them
Yeah,
up.
no,
but
you're
it'd take me
right.
too long.
It's similar size to what we're seeing here. On the left-hand side, you can see the nebula there around the jump point. It
Yeah,
looks like.
I'm with you too, Shady. It's like the skybox means nothing to me. It's just a background noise or a background, thing. I'm too busy looking at my controls and where I'm going and all kinds of other stuff to worry about whether it's a good skybox or not.
I wouldn't be too
quality.
I wouldn't be having too much of a problem with it if it wasn't making the whole scene so much grayer, because like I said, there's so much black that is now gone because everything is now like this. It's gray. It's like darkish gray. There's nothing in here is black anymore. It's like it's gone. I don't like that.
Again, I don't go looking into the skybox. I'm looking at other things.
It has to do with
I think it's ugly looking.
yes, maybe a little bit.
I hope CIG reconsiders. I genuinely think it's a backward step. We talked about this last week anyway.
What was I even? Okay. How do you even get to this? It's so dumb. QA Tech Talk. I was going through the
You were
monthly
looking
report.
at the monthly report, and somehow you ended up there in the skybox again.
Yeah, because we were talking about graphics, right? That's what we were. Graphics, global illumination. And I don't know what the entry means, because they said they added support for high gloss specular reflections. Okay. Good.
Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I think that's going to apply more on the internals and the
Well, on
ships
materials, ships,
and
and
stuff like that.
buildings,
Material stuff. Yeah.
GPU ray tracing, live updates, graphic acceleration structures began working on improvements to transparent objects or GPU ray tracing. Okay. I don't know what it's. Ray tracing on a 3000 series, it supports it, but it's just still not. You're better off turning it off, basically. It runs better. Any game I've seen.
Yeah, they're still working on it, right? I mean, they said they showed us
No, but I
some
mean, like
examples
in
of what
other
they were
games
doing.
too. It's like every game I play, it has ray tracing, like Cyberpunk. And the weird thing is, even that new Avatar game has a ray tracing thing in, but you can't. The weird thing is, it's a lot harder there to even disable the ray tracing altogether, because it's built into the quality options of the individual options in the graphic settings that you can change. So at first I was like, how do you even turn the ray tracing off completely? And it's not very clear at all. You can just put it to low, medium, or high, and I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather not have any ray tracing at all, because as I know, with this system, with the 3000 NVIDIA series, don't really go very well with ray tracing, even though it supports it, but it's just not very stable. So you're better off turning it off and using. And if you are turning it on, you have to use quite an insane amount of downscaling or upscaling in this case, I guess, to get it to be stable. So I hope that they at least won't That'll still be optional though.
Yeah, I think this is the last thing that we really truly need in the game to make it that special looking compared to other games, that the lighting isn't there yet. And
No.
when they do implement this, it will bring it to a different level. Like, people say it's a beautiful game, but that's with old crappy lighting. Imagine with the new lighting what it's going to look like. I can't wait for it. I'm genuinely excited for it. It should bring it to a completely different level.
Yeah, you just saw that when I was playing live, when I just like, for no reason whatsoever, you fly over a planet on the dark side, and suddenly something lights up. It's like,
yeah, your ship is lit up. Yeah,
some random shit. Suddenly you see like clouds that light up. I'm like, huh? Where's that coming from? Obviously, you're not supposed to do that in the first place, but there we go.
No, proper shadows. Yeah. Proper long distance shadows is something that we.
Hang on, can I?
I think we got a glimpse of it, didn't we? And
Citizen Con they showed us.
Yeah.
That's not Citizen Con.
Imagine
That's the blue people.
if the games look like this, the planets look like this.
Do you think Star Citizen will look like this? This kind of detailed vegetation.
This is obviously Unreal Engine. So.
What, they can't do this in Star Engine?
Number out.
I can't see why
I don't
not.
know. It's different. It's
the original,
different tech, right?
I remember the original Crysis game. It was famous for its thick vegetation, and that's old. So I hope they can get to this kind of detail. This would be really cool. I just like how, even in the distance, it's still quite thick. This is unfortunately lacking in Star Citizen. Up close, it can look like this, but even about 20 meters away is just bare. You know, you're missing key vegetation. So I hope they can achieve levels to this, like to this level here.
But I'm pretty sure that they don't have the size and scope of a planet like Star Citizen does in this game. The maps are probably smaller and they can get away with it because they don't have to use up as much resources.
But it's all what you visually will see. Everything doesn't load in Star Citizen, so I still think in kind of thick vegetated areas, it should be something like this in Star Citizen.
We don't have any thick vegetative area. Most of what we have are either cities or what do you call it? Barren moons, right?
Are you kidding me? There's like
we haven't actually gotten a planet yet, and I don't think we're even getting a planet in Pyro that is a lush jungle.
You don't need to be a lush jungle, even like in a
this is a lush jungle that we're looking at.
No, look, I'm talking about say microtech. So there's supposedly thick forests, but it can't be just one singular tree and some kind of grass in the ground. There needs to be different variations, like you see here. Even in the real world, when you go to a tundra area, there'll be different variations of different trees of different heights. Not just everything all standardized the same size, and it's just this is lovely and dense, and there's no what's the word for it? Bare patches in the distance. It's all covered up nicely, and this is what you should see something similar even in somewhere like Microtech.
No.
The Cry engine should be able to handle this. So
yeah, maybe this is also, I think, just generally on planets with Star Citizen, even the foliage is very
limited.
Well, there's not a lot of variance. Yeah, so there's always one type of grass, and that's all you see. And there's like no other weeds are growing through it or something like that. At least
Well,
it
it's
doesn't
not
look
a
like it.
priority, that's for sure.
Yes, it is. This is
No,
Planet Tech.
No, it's
not.
not priority. They have other things that are far more important than whether you have 3 or 4 different
What's more
Sell you
important
more
than
blades
having
of
game?
grass.
What's more
Selling
important
you
than
more
having game
ships.
pretty looking? Pretty game.
Selling you
That's
more
what we
ships,
want.
that's more important.
Pretty game. That's why I buy the ships, because I want a pretty game. Yeah, one day.
This is one thing. This game supposedly has volumetric cloud tech, and I'm like, that's volumetric because it doesn't look very good at all in this game. I don't get it. So it's
Right.
only when I looked
All
at the graphic settings I was like, oh, this has volumetric clouds. I didn't think those were volumetric because they don't really look very volumetric. Or whatever.
It's 5:15.
I was going
We're done.
off the 10. Oh, already that late?
All right.
Yeah. Guys sitting here
Wait,
talking
Planet
about
Tech
this.
V5 revamped material scattering system now supports physically based distribution, allowing for denser biomes such as jungles and forests.
Yay.
Somehow the Atlas was an entire hour.
It's like I knew it.
Yeah, CAG listens to us.
They don't
Yeah,
know
they
who we
sure
are
do.
anymore.
They reneged on the
I have to
item
buy the goodies pack.
kiosk.
They don't know
They
who
sure
we
do.
are anymore. You
Do
tell
they
them we're
know
the
who
base. They go,
are?
what? The what?
Oh, Jared knows who we are.
They all know who we are.
Who? We are the longest running podcast, Star Citizen podcast.
Live podcast. All right, so what's happening? Yeah,
We're calling it a
24.1
day.
live.
No, I'm trying to think what's up ahead. So, Pirate Week is not for another 2 weeks. So yeah,
Did they say you said that they're going to do the Zeus on the next Inside Star Citizen?
Yes.
yeah. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have something to talk about next week.
I want that. I want that.
So yeah, that's it really.
24.1 live.
Well, it might be live this week.
Probably next
So
week.
get your wallets ready for the 10-pack Atlas suit.
Yeah,
That's
seriously, I do think
just
that they
buy
will
it in
do
game
that.
once you can see it. That's really stupid getting a 10 back.
Why? Did
Buy the
didn't
shit
they
in
not have?
game.
Did he not have a 10-pack?
You have to remember, Vega. You have to
The
remember
pulse.
that we is all about.
I already know you're gonna have like 50 of them. I'm talking about
We is
buy it in
all
game.
about the CCU LTI tokens.
Melt some
So
shitty
he
ship,
wants
like melt a mule for it, and then buy it in game once it gets in game so you can get multiple units.
he wants a 10-pack of LTI tokens. That's what he wants.
It's gonna be like $25 and then 10 for $220.
25. I don't know. I'm expecting them to be more expensive.
I think the most they'll do is a 5-pack.
Okay,
I
30.
can't see them doing a 10-pack.
But seriously, what did they do for the Fury? Did they not do a 10-pack or an 8-pack or something like that?
No,
3
I
or
thought they
5
did a.
pack?
Ah, the pulse,
Yeah,
you mean? I
5-pack.
think that was smaller.
No, Fury,
No,
Fury
no, the
had
Fury
packs.
Yeah, Fury
Yeah.
had a big pack.
Didn't the
No,
pulse
they
also
did a
have
squadron pack. They did some kind of like squadron pack. That was ridiculous.
And
Like
you bought it.
even the furniture that I'm giving out, like they're now starting doing multiple packs from like 5 chairs, 1 sofa, 1 round table for what, $25, $28?
Yeah, well, that kind of makes sense because unless you're like me, antisocial, you only need 1 chair. That's just for me. So, when they want people to come over and hang out and stuff like that, you want to have multiple chairs. You want a matching dining set or whatever you want to call it. So, living room set.
With
So-
skulls. Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
All right.
Good.
I think it's time to say
Good.
goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to us whinge.
Yeah, the bottom
I
turn
support the
and
monkeys.
the Connie
Do you?
interference.
Check out The Base, 24/7 online radio. Oh, yeah! Visit us at TheBase.sc. They're professionals.